Another episode of Asexualise My Asexual Life. This is a place to be for education of asexuality, all things asexual, and I share my own asexual life journey in order to help you in yours. If you haven't already subscribed, please hit that great big subscribe button down below. Please hit that bell icon to get notified of every time I go live like now or post a new video. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if we like it, if we're loving the content in some way, find it useful, helpful or insightful. This is the second time I've tried to do this video because, as you know, my Wi-Fi is a bit dodgy in my flat, but I'll try and do the best I can, and hopefully there'll be no lag or not very much on this one, as the other one I got rid of that stopped and froze on me. So if you don't know who I am Sandra Bellamy, founder of asexualise.com, founder of Asexualise Academy, and author of Asexual Perspectives, 47 Asexual Stories, out on Amazon. And today I've got a special episode for you because today we are discussing, what's it feel like to be romantically attracted to someone but not sexually attracted to someone? Now, this is a video that's suitable for both aromantic asexuals as well as romantic asexuals and anyone on the asexual spectrum. In fact, a lot of aromantic asexuals, those who don't experience any romantic attraction whatsoever, they often ask, what does it like? What is it? Does it feel like to experience romantic attraction? Because it's something they don't experience, so they don't understand it. And similarly, a lot of people don't understand how asexuals, who are, if they're not asexual themselves, can be romantically attracted to someone, but not sexually, because usually the two go hand in hand and go together. If you're heterosexual, for example, or pansexual, bisexual, homosexual, if you're a sexual person, as opposed to asexual person. So it's like, what is this thing called romantic attraction that's separate to sexual attraction? Because like I said, the majority of heterosexuals, for example, which is what most of the world still is, identifies as, they can't separate the two, they just go together. So let me tell you what it is for me and how it is, right? So sexual attraction is someone, when you're sexually attracted to someone, basically, when you're sexually attracted to someone, you get the need, urge or want for partnered sexual intercourse. It's this very, very intense feeling. I don't experience it myself from me, but I experience it from guys that are interested in me. I get the really highly sexual guys attracted to me. I've been with heterosexuals in the past. Half my life was in heterosexual relationships. Yes, I have had sex in the past because I thought I had to as part of a relationship. I just thought it was expected of me and expected in a relationship. And so I know what that feels like. And basically, sexual attraction is when you look at someone and you get the need, urge, or want for sexual intercourse with them. You feel strongly, like your genitals may be feeling aroused, but specifically, and your mind at the same time towards that person. You might really want to have sex with that person because you see them like as a sexual being, like someone like some people see people as sexual objects, and that, to me, that's not great. But I think part of sexual attraction is when, they see a person as someone they want to have sex with and something they want to have sex with, I think there's kind of a, in the sexual terms, like animal instinct there, which is what I don't like. And it's a very strong pull, it's like they're really attracted, they've got to have sex, their bits are tingling, but they're doing it specifically for that person, right? And, as asexual people, we can get roused, but usually our arousal is not aimed at anyone. It might be aimed at a situation. Obviously, if someone's touching our genitals, that might get us aroused like it would do anyone. Just because we're asexual doesn't mean to say we can't get that. Not all asexuals can get aroused, though. Some don't experience any arousal at all whatsoever. So, it's very interesting subject, isn't it? So, asexuals, the sexual arousal feeling that asexuals have tends to be separate to sexual attraction. So sexual attraction is when you have the need, urge or want for partner sexual intercourse. There's that pull there, you're geared towards them and having sex with them. When an asexual is aroused, if they are aroused, the feelings are in their body with themselves. They're not attached to anyone. They're not needing someone to provide sex as an outcome to that arousal experience. Do you see what I mean? It's a very different way of being. And then So what is romantic attraction? How does it feel? Romantic attraction is when you have a really strong pull towards someone and you really want to be with them and spend time with them. You can, how can I put it? You can feel like romantic attraction is very, very strong. You can get different degrees of romantic attraction, right? So you can have more of a platonic romantic attraction where it's like you really want to spend more and more time with that person. This comes under romantic attraction as well, strong romantic attraction, but more platonic romantic attraction might be where there's no extra thing, like you don't want to kiss them or cuddle them, but as such, you might think about it a lot more, but where you really want to spend a lot more time together and there is a pull there. And then as it goes into more full-blown romance, proper full romantic attraction, as most people talk about, is when you have this pull with this person. So even though I'm not sexually attracted to someone, if I'm really romantically attracted to someone, it depends to the degree, because obviously as a hyper-romantic, I can have some feelings for my friends, which the romance is less. But in general, like say it was a friend I was romantically interested in. It depends which friend it was as to how romantic I might feel about them. Like one, I might feel just a little bit of romance because they're quite nice person, and I might think they're a bit huggable. And another person, I might feel that I pull towards them, a really strong pull, like I'm really attracted to them, like I'm attracted to their personality, attracted to where they look, or attracted to their smile, or their intelligence. But that's a lot of other attractions. So that's so other attractions can come into romantic attraction, but romantic attraction as in general. So say I'm interested in a foreign guy, which is like really romantic, right? If I think a lot of other attractions get mixed in with romance, to be honest, but romantic attraction in general, like say it's a foreign guy, because that's who I get mostly aesthetic attracted to as well. So romance is like really high with them, is I want to kiss and I want to cuddle them, I want to hold hands with them, I want to spend time with them, I want to go out on dates with them, I want to do romantic things with them, And so, and kissing and cuddling comes out to that romance. Romance, like full-on romance is where you literally, you like to touch them on the arm, on the shoulders, hold their hand, stroke their hair, stroke their face, kiss them, cuddle them, hold them tight, hug them, be around them, spend tons of time with them. Obviously if you're living near each other, you'd want to see each other like as much as possible. You might not be able to see each other all the time. That's not necessarily a healthy thing, but you might want to spend a lot of time. And the more you see them, the more you want to spend time with them, because you're just so romantically attracted to them. There's this huge, huge pull there, towards wanting to spend more and more time. And I think it's quite natural, actually, as you do progress in attraction, to want to spend more time with that person. It doesn't mean to say it's practical and that you should do, because you've got to see your own friends, and you've got work to do and other things. But, I think there's a lot more, I think romance can have an element of physicality about it, like even if you don't want sex, you're not sexually attracted to them. I think this is a difference. I think if you're more on the very low end romance, so say you're grey romantic or low end romance, you can feel a little bit, and it's like platonic, so it's a bit more like, oh, I might want to hug that person occasionally, because they're a little bit cuddly, and I really want to spend a lot of time with them. Whereas, full-blown romance is where you really want to see them loads, you want to spend loads of time talking to them, you think about them lots. This is a crucial element of romantic attraction, is that you think about that person a lot. Like they're on your mind, like even when you're not really intending to think about them, they're in your subconscious. So you might be doing some work, so I might be doing some website work, and all of a sudden they'll pop in my head, and they'll be like, I'll be thinking, oh, what are they doing right now? Not because I'm like being horrible, like like needing to know everything they're doing, but because I really want to be part of their life, really. And I'm there thinking, oh, I wonder what they're doing at the moment, and I'm thinking, are they okay, and are they having a good time in their life? And like you want to be, I think when you're romantic, I think when it's mutual as well, you really want each other in each other's life. So you like to share, if you're an open, honest person, you like to share your life with them, even if you're not like together. So for example, with me, I don't want to live with anyone in the future, right? But I still want to share my day. Like real romantic attraction and even relationship stuff is where you want to share your day with them, And I think some of this obviously spills over into platonic attraction as well. I mean, if you've got a queer platonic relationship, I know queer platonic relationships, from what I understand, I mean, you could be on the phone for hours, messaging them for hours, Skyping them for hours, you know, and you'll have like this really strong friendship connection, which is so deep. It's like huge. You just don't have the necessary pull to have all those kissy moments. Do you know what I mean? So I think, you know, like platonic attraction, I think platonic attraction is probably, I like platonic attraction from platonic people in the sense that I think it's very powerful. I think it's very, very soulmate orientated actually. But obviously I'm a romantic, not an aromantic person. I don't experience the platonic attraction in the sense that I can't just feel friendship usually for someone I'm close to. It doesn't really enter into, it's weird, but it's just the way I am. You know, I don't want to be in relationships with multiple people, but I just like, I tend to get attracted somewhat to my friends in different ways. Aesthetically, one maybe, you know, like, or two, and then romantically another one, and it's a bit weird, but never mind. It is what it is. But yeah, so romantic attraction like can vary, but you know, like full-blown romance is where you really want to kiss, cuddle the person, have them in your life. You possibly want to share a bed with them. You want to cuddle up with them at night. I mean, it depends obviously on your personal preferences. Like, I like actually cuddling a guy, and you know, I like cuddling him, but you know, I can't personally sleep with a guy, so in bed for, you know, all night very easily. So, you know, I'd have to sort of kiss and cuddle him and then him go back to his own place. But it's very, you know, very the romantic attraction is very, very strong. It's a huge pull, and I think it's more long lasting than sexual attraction. Sexual attraction, like when some guys, for example, see women in nightclubs, it can be like, oh, I want sex with that person, but yet they don't want to spend much time with them afterwards. It's like they've had the sex because they were sexually attracted. When you're romantically attracted to someone, it's like you want to spend more and more time with them. There's that element of wanting to spend time with them, wanting to kiss and cuddle them, wanting to talk to them, wanting to be in their life. And I think that's a huge difference. Now, I've actually been on YouTube videos where I've seen an aromantic sexual person, not asexual, but sexual person talk. And aromantic sexuals can come across as very cold people. I'm not saying they are, because, you know, I know there's quite a warm person, you know, on my Facebook page. She is aromantic sexual, and she is a warm person. She's really nice to me. But I'm just saying, this particular guy, he was really actually was quite, you know, all he wanted was the sex, and he wasn't interested in romantic relationship because he didn't feel any romantic attraction, and he didn't actually see the need for it. So he was absent of wanting to spend any time with the person afterwards, any time kissing and cuddling. He just wanted to go and have his sex and then go, because he just didn't experience any romantic attraction, wasn't interested in romance. He said, why should I be something I'm not? And I saw this in the comments under the video. So why should I sit there pretending that I want to kiss, cuddle and talk to the person after sex when I don't want to? And that sounds really horrible. But obviously, as an aromantic sexual person who doesn't experience any romantic attraction, he saw absolutely no point in pretending to be romantic and wanting to stay with the person when he clearly didn't. You know, and so I appreciate people being themselves, even though I might not agree with it and think they're very nice sometimes. But, you know, to all intents and purposes, that sounds really horrible. But, you know, I did get the fact that he doesn't experience any romantic attraction. Whereas romantic attraction will more likely bond you with someone. It will pull you, you know, like if you're really, really romantic attracted to someone, you can usually see it in their face. Like the person's face will light up when you talk to them. Their eyes will light up even if they don't mean to. Their body will be more towards you, even though they may not be sexually attracted to you. Their body will be more towards you because they want to cuddle you and kiss you. So that it's more like their body language is more geared towards you and looking at you and being with you and you know, you can feel romantic feelings between each other as well quite a bit, you know. And I think also it depends, like if you've known the person long time or not, because I think if you've known them longer, if the romance builds up, it can be quite intense. It can be quite intense if you just met someone, if you're hyper romantic like me, you know. It's a bit like, you know, you really like the person, like if you're aesthetically attracted to them as well, I mean, that just takes it to a whole nother level, because you've got aesthetic attraction mixed with romantic attraction, which means like you really want to kiss the person, really want to be close to them, like super, super close. And you want to, you know, you miss them. They might only have been gone 5 minutes of the message, but you miss them. You know, that's like real romance. That's real romance, you know, like hyper romance. Like all romance is real, but you know what I mean? It's like full on romance when you're thinking about them, you're eating, you're thinking about them, or maybe you can't eat because you can't stop thinking about them. You want to see them, you want to spend more and more time with them. You want to be in each other's lives more, you know, if it's reciprocated. And you're just like, your face lights up and you can feel a pull towards them. I think that's one of the really big differences between especially platonic attraction and romantic. With romantic, it's a really strong pull and a strong desire to kiss, cuddle and touch the person, like hold their hand, sit on their lap, maybe, depends what type of asexual you are, and how comfortable you are with bodily contact. You know, you might want to go for romantic meals together, walks in the park together, walks under the moonlight together, you know, like kissing each, you know, you might want to have physical contact, like kissing each other's necks and lips and stroking each other's hair and stuff, be really physically affectionate as well. So I think romantic attraction does go into a lot of, you know, other things, but even if you don't touch, you know, the romance is just like, you just feel like, you know, like you get butterflies in your tummy a little bit, you get a little bit like a kid sometimes, feeling inside a bit giddy, and you just really want to spend more and more time with them and want them to be part of your life more and more and more, you know, and you just want to open up to them, and you really are strongly attracted to being more intimate with them, I think, even if it's just a cuddle, you know, because it's different from friendship. You just like, oh, I'll hug you to say hello, goodbye, because that's nice, and you can have that warm feeling of a hug for like a few minutes, or well, usually a minute or half a minute, isn't it? But if it's a romantic person you feel romantic towards, you really just want to hug them and cuddle them and be with them and just like lie in their arms. You know, I think that's what it feels like. You know, just let me lie in your arms, just let me be with you, because I love you, baby. But that's getting into love, then, isn't it? Oh dear me. Anyway, there's so many different types of attractions, but yeah, so you can tell the difference, can't you, though, between love and sexual, you know, sorry, romantic attraction and sexual. So sexual's a pull when you really have the need, urge, or want to have sex with a person. You look at that person, you think, God, I just want sex with them. It hasn't ever happened to me, but your bits would, you know, if your bits are tingling down below and you're aroused, your head would be wanting sex at the same time. Whereas an asexual's bits can be tingling down below because they're stimulated or they're aroused when they're doing a certain act, but they don't actually want to have the intercourse. They don't think, oh God, I want you to stick your bit in me, or me, you know, do whatever to you. They don't think that way. And romantic attraction is when you know, you don't need the sex. You can just, like, you know, obviously if you're sexual you want the sex as well, but usually, but if you're asexual, you know, with the romantic attraction, you'd like want to kiss, cuddle, hold hands, spend time with that person. It's a warm fuzzy feeling inside, and when you see them, your eyes light up and you'll smile, and you know, you feel like you're a bit on cloud nine, like you're walking through air, and you just want to share your life with them, and you know, go for walks with them and spend time with them, go on day trips with them and do stuff with them, and you know, you want them to be part of your life really strongly, and you love talking to them and you find them very attractive in that way. Yeah. And you might, like I said, you might want to do romantic gestures like buy each other flowers or chocolates or go for moonlit walks together, and yeah, I think it's all good. Anyway, I haven't got a partner, I'm single, but you can tell I still experience romance, can't you? I get romantic attraction wherever I go, you know, because I get romantic feelings just from being loved up on life, you know. Just if I go to the cinema, I'm like, oh, I'm seeing this film now, I'm feeling awesome and amazing, and I just want to cuddle myself because I feel great and romantic with myself. And yeah, it's just a romantic feeling with myself as opposed to other person. It's like really focusing on myself and my feelings and loving my body and loving who I am and just feeling really close and cuddly with me and wanting to take care of me, you know, making myself smile and feel warm and fuzzy. Yeah. So don't forget, if you haven't got a partner and you're single like me, you can feel romantic just with yourself. You can take yourself out on dates. You can love yourself and hug yourself, and you should be telling yourself all the beautiful things about yourself. You know, that you're kind, caring, considerate, you look gorgeous, you're amazingly talented, you're super intelligent, you're just incredible. And that's the positive self-talk you need to be talking. And those positive self-talks will just increase your romantic feeling towards yourself, because you'll be like, God, this person's beautiful to be with. You know, this person's me and I'm with myself and I'm just having such a beautiful time because I'm being so loving towards myself. I mean, part of romantic attraction is, and feelings of romance is being like, you know, like feeling really special and cared for and wanted and needed. And that can come from yourself. You don't have to go and get it from anyone else. So you can feel romantic attraction for yourself or with yourself. You know, I mean, I love it when I go out on dates. I mean, I love it. I just feel, Sandra, you're so beautiful and I love spending time with you and I just love my life and I'm just so happy with you because I never get bored with you. And, you know, we're in this journey of life together and, you know, and it's kind of good because I've got like this girl side to me who's like a teenager girl, and I've got this guy side to me who's a business guy. Like the guy side of me is like a boyfriend to myself in a way. I think I'm a lot stronger than some men, to be honest. I was thinking about this today, you know, and I found that romantically attractive about myself. You know, the guy side to me. It's like it's like I'm being my own man and taking care of myself, you know, and letting this guy character of side of my character come out and just really, you know, having that nice masculine energy. I mean, a lot of society with women especially, they tend to be telling women to be more feminine, to be in relationships with alpha male guys. I mean, that is totally disempowering to me. You know, it's like, you are what you are. Why to try and be something you're not just to get the relationship of your dreams? How can it be the relationship of your dreams if you're trying to be something you're not? How can it be? It really can't. There's no wonder there's so many divorces. You know, I don't want to be this little weak girl that goes, oh, I need help. You know, it's just not who I am. You know, sometimes I genuinely do that though, because I'm not good at DIY, so I will genuinely ask for that because I need it. But, you know, and I do like being helped when I need help. You know, my friend Andy, he helped me tonight because I had website problems. Like my website, you know, like where are we now? The 24th of March 2019, and my website was back online and now it's gone completely off. It's blank. And I've got no blog posts there or anything whatsoever. But my friend Annie was trying to help me get archive pages, you know. So I'm blessed with him doing that, you know. So there is help I need from guys. I'm not completely independent. I don't need anyone's help. But, you know, I'm not going to try and be this feminine goddess person that I am already. So I think you can be a man and a feminine goddess at the same time. Because I've got like the because this is what a dating coach says, be like a feminine goddess and then you'll get a guy more easily and get a better guy for you. But you know, I think you can actually get a good guy if you're strong as well. You know, I think the thing is obviously if you're letting off masculine energy, then a really masculine man will be turned off by it. That's the whole point. But, you know, I think strong guys are very different to how society perceives them. I see a strong guy as a guy who's intelligent, open, honest and sincere and loving and emotional, you know, and who has boundaries with other people and who is assertive and who says no to people and who doesn't think everyone's great and can look after themselves and, you know, is not weak as in they'll do whatever the person wants around them. They've got a mind of their own and a personality of their own, you know. That's what I think is a strong man. You know, and I find myself being a lot stronger than some of the guys I talk to. I'm like this, you know, not my friends. My friend Andy and Sam are really strong guys, but I'm talking about other guys. They're just like, step up to the plate, man. Just do it, you know. Just stop faffing around. You know, be the strong person I need you to be. But obviously you can't, so I'll stick with myself because I think it's good. I think, you know, women are told like, oh, you need a man. I mean, you don't need a man. Just be the man you need to be for yourself. That's what I think. Really, to be honest. So, and that helps me be romantic because it's like I've got, you know, the kid side of me, the girl teenager that's on a nice date with myself at the cinema, and then I've got the guy to take care of me who's in my personality to take me back home, make sure I'm safe. The adult. So that's how come I can actually be really loved up and romantic with myself, because it's like I've got everything I need in me. You know, I've got the kid, teenager, girl side for the date. And then I've got the guy side to take care of me getting home. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I don't think I need anyone else, do I? It's just the kissing I miss, to be honest, in a relationship. Because I'm so romantic. And romantic feelings for me incorporates a very big urge and desire to kiss. Very big urge and desire to kiss. And there's only so much you can do with that with yourself. So I do find that a bit difficult, you know, having the urge to kiss and got no one to kiss as a single person. I think that's one of the most difficult things. And I think when you're romantic, as in a person like asexual, as instead of a platonic, you know, wanting a platonic relationship, I think you're with romance, you're more likely to want to cuddle a lot more or kiss maybe a lot more, but not necessarily. But in general, I think you are. Anyway, I hope you found this video extremely useful, helpful, insightful in any way. Don't forget you can be romantic and loved up with yourself. And I hope this has defined more what sexual attraction is and what romantic attraction is, because a lot of people don't actually define what sexual attraction is. But to define it, it's the need, urge, or want for partnered sexual intercourse, which is what asexuals don't usually experience. So, until next time, embrace your quirky and each other's. Give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Please subscribe below by hitting the great big subscribe button. And please hit that bell icon so you get notified of every time I go live like now, post a new video. And I will see you on the next video live stream. Take care. Have a good night or day or morning, wherever you are. Bye-bye. Bye. Nice to see you. Thanks for